Hey guys, what's up? Vixtronic here again, and today we are going to be playing To the Edge of the Sky. Now, I'm dressed up like a secret agent because this story is apparently based around secret agents. It's supposed to be kind of sci-fi, and the coolest part is it's based on the K-pop stars BTS. Now, it's not exactly them, of course, it's just their characters if they were in the story. But I think it'll be pretty fun and interesting, and also today I'll try to keep my voice lower because we're secret agents, but also because there's people in the house and I want to be kind of courteous to them. So it should work out because this game is a visual novel, so it's more just reading and it won't be super exciting, but it'll still be fun. So let's go ahead and get into the game. Let's see what they've got in store for us. Oh, that's so cute! See, is that... It's a music box version of Springtime, isn't it? Yeah, it's Springtime, it's Springtime. Okay. That's super cute. I like the art style, it's really nice. Okay, let's go to settings. Okay. It should be good. Let's see, read text, alt text, skip mode. Skip mode? Okay, let's just go ahead and get into it. Yeah, new game. Okay, so let's go ahead and put my name. Let's see, should I just put Vix this time? Instead of Vixtronic? Yeah, let's just put Vix. Well, that's what most people call me anyways. Okay, so Vix, and it's a good secret agent name, isn't it? Okay, so let's go ahead and how do I... Is it enter? Yeah, that works. Okay, I've never traveled so far on my own before. Right? Away from my family, my society. Did I really make the right decision in leaving everything behind? I sigh and focus on the map, literally before my eyes, showing through my glasses' virtual screen. Turn right here onto the path of Olympia. Okay then. The moment I do as I'm told, I'm greeted with a radiant view of the evening sky and a row of flowered trees lining the so-called path of Olympia. It's really pretty. It's like sakura blossoms, right? A small grasp. A small gasp escapes my lips as I take everything in. I come to a halt, although what? Of why I'm here or what I'm supposed to be doing slipping away. The view of the strange pink trees before me steals my breath away. They're so... what are they? A single thought, a memory of a picture in a book comes to mind. The faded pink of the cherry blossom trees in the old picture is nothing like real life. They're even more beautiful than I could have imagined. After admiring the flowers a moment more, I begin once more down the path of Olympia, this time in wonder. My tumultuous heart okay, already feels calmer at the sight. I'll have to look that up later. Olympia City. Whatever I had expected of the country's capital, it was not this raw view of nature in all its glory. Wow, we were really surprised at the view because we were taking a while to just like take it all in. The city was toured as a haven, the pinnacle of what humanity could achieve when it worked together. Okay. Since so much of Earth is unlivable, Olympia's cutting-edge technology, beautiful architecture, and greenery as far as the eye could see had always sounded like heaven to me. The mere fact that this untouched place of nature exists on the outskirts of the city goes a long way toward proving what I had heard and hoped. That coming to Olympia would give me a chance at a new, exciting, and much more beautiful life. But it won't be easy. I don't even know what team I'll be assigned to yet. I hope I did well in the Phantasm tests. Phantasm, also called Phase for short, okay, is the organization who is said to truly rule Olympia City, though I can only guess at how true that is. They are the ones who recruited me, told me to come here and begin a new life as Seven. Okay. So, the code name reminds me of those men I met only a few weeks ago. 9, 4, and 0. It's because of them that I was even able to come here. They didn't say it outright, but it had to be because of my meeting with them. As I walked down the flower-strewn path, my mind drifts back to how my chance at a new life came about in the first place. Ooh. My clan stopped outside a city again. It's not close enough to see it properly, not from our position, but I feel a strange buzz of excitement nonetheless. For as long as I have been alive, it has always been that my people have lived as nomads. So I'm guessing this is my history. We wander from place to place, moving along whenever the weather gets particularly bad. We drifters were established back when some places become too hot to live in due to the effects of climate change. I know this song. Give me a second. Oh, it's not today. Yeah, it's gotta be not today. We're young people, and we're still learning and developing our own culture, which changes with each new person who joins us. As long as we have been a people, we have accepted anyone from any country and any nationality. Living our lives wandering the wastelands has taught us to try and be kind and open to anyone, but I hear some yelling and jeering behind me. With my curiosity piqued, I turn around without thought. A small group of men stands just at the line of the city limits. They're dressed in clean-cut clothes, with their hair perfectly styled, and everything about them screaming city dweller. However, threaded through the crowd are some scary-looking thuggish men too, probably having nothing better to do and just looking for a fight. They're yelling something I can't quite hear, and when I move a little closer, I immediately regret doing so. Dirty drifters aren't welcome. Well, that's not very nice of you. I feel a lump form in my throat. They're twins. Yeah, get away before you make our city walls dirty. They're triplets. That's funny. Good one. They can probably make the walls dirty by just looking at them. I'm sorry, it's funny. It's funny. Filthy things probably haven't paid in their whole lives. I doubt they even know what the word means. I bet they just roll around on the ground and call it baby. Gee, they're pretty mean. They all laugh and keep yelling in the direction of our camp. I feel sick. The adults back in the camp can handle it better, but the kids, they have to sit there and listen to this nonsense. They'll get used to it, but I wish they didn't have to, at least not yet. The world is harsh enough without some idiots yelling at us. What should I do? Let's see. Can yell back, can ignore them and keep walking toward the city, fight them, turn back back and go home. What do I do? I don't know. Maybe just yell at them like, hey, like, don't be saying stuff. I steel myself, take a deep breath, and step forward, closer to the yelling buffoons. Go home, you fancy idiots. You Della. Are you that unimportant in the city that you feel the need to come out here and yell at nomads just to make yourselves feel like you matter? Well, guess what? Out here, you matter even less. Ooh, sick burn. The men stop yelling. They look at each other and at me, all shifting uncomfortably. So turn around and go back to your precious city where you can pretend like you aren't a complete waste of space. Take that. With a huff, I turn on my heel and march off before they start yelling again. Like, psh, whatever. Before I can do much more though, a large hooded man roughly grabs me by the shirt, pulling me to him. Uh-oh. I glare up at the man, but when he looks behind me, I suddenly realize that the jeers and yelling have stopped. Huh? What's going on? I twist myself in the man's grasp to look around and see that everyone is looking at something behind them. Okay, sorry. I see a young man standing there quietly staring at everyone. It's like even just a stare, like everybody's just like quiet. He doesn't say anything, but his intense presence seems somehow larger than the entire crowd's combined. Maybe because he's in a white jacket. It's like everybody else is dressed in like dark colors. He's like, ah. Ah, and him too. It's his hair. It's the hair. It's so cute. Oh my goodness. I have to say, real quick, time out. I have to say the artwork in this is amazing. Okay, very pretty, very on point. You guys did a good job, developers. Alright, a moment later, a man in all black comes to stand next to him with a regal and commanding presence of his own. There's something about them that immediately makes them seem more... whatever they are. There's such intensity in the first man's eyes that I have to remind myself to breathe. And in the second man's, I almost forget myself in the sincerity of his eyes. The man in white takes one glance at me and then begins running towards us. Okay. Before I can understand what's happening, he has pulled me... Yeah, he has me pulled away. I'm sorry, I can't read. From the other man and behind him. He stands defensively in front of me. Let's see. Let the mysterious man handle it. Help him. Handle it yourself. I would probably help. Because that's me. Like, I mean, it's cool to let him save me. That's nice too. But I'd probably try to help. Yeah. I see that this guy is ready to fight everyone for me, but I'm not exactly the type to sit back and let someone else fight my battles. Yeah, that's me. Yeah. I step out from behind him, ready to defend myself. The mysterious man looks at me. What? Okay, I can't do voices that great. If you watch my E series, I'll try. Okay, I'll try. What are you doing? Besides, this would probably be in Korean anyways. What are you doing? I'm trying to help. Help it. There you go. Huh? I can handle it. Yeah, I know you can handle it. Just let me help. That's not the point. It's my fight that you jumped into, so I'm not going to sit back and let you do it for me. Before either one of us can say much more, the large man takes a swing at the newcomer. He effortlessly redirects the punch to the side and kicks the man in the gut. Oh, and I'm Zero. You? He's He's just like introducing himself fighting. That's hilarious. Okay, 0. I'm who am I again? I freeze and stare at him. Did he just... I'm Vix, but this is really not the time for introductions. If the opponents were serious, I might agree. That's funny. Okay. To punctuate his point, he decks a guy charging at him in the face, making him crumble to the ground. 3 more guys. This is like triplets, like tons of triplets. 3 more guys rush at him, and I watch as 0 easily takes them down one by one without breaking a sweat. A man suddenly grabs at my shirt out of nowhere and pulls at me, making me stumble forward. It's like, don't touch my threads, yo. It's my nice shirt. Wait. I push myself back away from the man, and my shirt slips from out of his meaty hands. Okay. Seriously, what's with everyone grabbing my shirt? Like, I know it's stylish, but come on. The man regains himself seconds later and moves to attack me. I focus on him, narrowing my eyes. The world around me appears to slow down and nearly freeze. My heart races in my chest as I examine the man about to attack me. Left arm tense, he's ready to punch me from the left. I'm small, especially compared to him, so he's going to try to punch me from below to lessen the chance of missing me. Yeah. His eyes are focused on my face, so he's intending to uppercut me. Ooh, ouch. The way he's squinting suggests he can't see well. Can't afford to get his eyes fixed. Okay. Could just get glasses. But then that wouldn't make him menacing, would it? My eyes dart all over the attacker, looking for more clues, more weaknesses. I better not look too long, he's gonna punch me. He's standing with more weight on his left leg. Right leg injured? Let me kick it. Time flows again, and as the man tries to punch me, I dance out of the way, twirling to stand behind him. Like a ballerina. I kick him in his right leg. I was right! I called it. Kick him in his right leg, right behind the knee. The man yells out and falls forward. See, I can handle myself. He lies on the ground, clutching his leg in obvious agony, unable to return to attacking me again. I look up to see 0 wordlessly staring at me, the rest of the assailants on the ground around him. It's like, well, you know, I may have taken a class or 2. It's rough out here in the wilderness. The serene man from before walks up to us. The rest of the crowd that had been watching us quickly disperses, some people outright running away. Hey, that's Reflection. I like that song. It's nice. Yeah, people are running away. He looks at 0. 0, I think you could have avoided fighting if you'd let me talk to them. Yeah, that's totally in character of Ratmon, because, well, again, if it's based on them, but not really based on them, sorta. But yeah, he'd be a pacifist about it as much as he could. He then turns to me smiling. Are you okay? Let's see. Yes, thanks to 0. I would have been fine without you guys. I'd be like, I should. Like, I could have handled it myself. Yes, thank you for asking. I guess I'll say yes thanks to 0, since he was kind of like a distraction, so I could like take out the other guy. Yes, thanks to 0. I wasn't expecting anyone to jump in to help me. No one ever does. Yeah, tell me about it. It's usually how most fights, arguments go down, right? Like, people usually try to avoid issues, so yeah. But I guess you could call him a nice surprise. A very nice surprise. Not many people would come to the defense of any nomad, though, so your help was much appreciated. It's heartbreaking. Your people are probably the kindest and most well-adapted culture out of any in the past 50 years. You open yourself to anyone, guide and help others, pride yourself on equality. It's a shame there's so many misunderstandings between your people and those who choose to stay behind in the cities. I should probably be doing it lower because his voice is kind of deep. The purple-haired man, they're probably all gonna sound the purple-haired man pauses his impromptu speech, a small smile on his face. You're back already? I look to the side, my heart almost jumping to my throat when I see the man he's talking to. Ah, it's Yoongi! It's adorable! What the heck? He scared me. I didn't even hear him. The man barely glances at me before turning to the purple-haired man. 9. I checked the area, but there wasn't anything to suggest it was ever stashed there. 9? Another number name. 9 puts on a pair of sunglasses, hiding away his thoughtful look. Those are cool sunglasses. I'll be right back. With a quick glance at me, 9 leaves the group. Bye! I look at the 2 men I've been left with. 0 won't look at me. He seems stiff as he awkwardly shifts from one foot to another. Another guy seems to be spacing out, looking somewhere over the horizon. So we have 0 and 9. I look at the man in black. It's probably a good guess that the numbers are code names of some sort. So this guy probably has a number name too. So who do you guys work for? Could it be Faith? 0's piercing gaze moves to me at the same time the newcomer's eyes become laser focused on me. Suddenly feeling very nervous, I try to think of what to say next. Who should I talk to? Oh, this is so hard. Choices. I hate having to choose things. Let me see. I could talk to 0, or I could talk to the man in the black. Okay, well, obviously, I'm gonna talk to 0, but I'll probably play again and choose all the other options too, because, well, you know, I want to see like all the options. Hold on. But for now, I'm gonna stick to my bias and just go with talking to 0. Okay. Let's see, 0. Let's see, what's Faye's really like? So what's with the number names? Where are all the other numbers? I guess Faye's, I don't know. I've only read about it on the net, but what's Faye's really like? Oh, it's unique. Each department has different buildings, and we don't meet them often. Okay? But within the departments, it can be kind of warm, like a family. Nice. I smile at him, my thoughts drifting to my clan. Is it like that then, I wonder? 9 comes back before I can ask anymore. Aw man, I only got to ask one question. You're familiar with the wastelands, right? Would you be willing to help us find something? Oh yes, of course. You didn't even need time to think. It's my people's way to do so. We try and help anyone out in the wastelands, especially since there's a few who know them better than us. And we can't just let people wander around and get lost. Like, duh. Right? The heat could get to them, and, well, it could be bad. And, you know, I just want to, like, hang out with cool guys, you know. Anyway, I'm happy to help you find any place you guys need. Thank you. We're really grateful for your help. Sure, no problem. We're looking for an old abandoned church. An abandoned church? I racked my brain trying to recall the layout of this particular area. There was that decrepit building, but I think that used to be a library, so that can't be it. I look out at the horizon, and it clicks. Oh, it's that place by the dried out lake. I think I know what you're looking for, so just follow me. I brought the guys to an What is wrong with me? I can't read today, as is most other days. I brought the guys to an abandoned church as requested. Although the trip didn't take as long as it normally takes me on my own, since the guys happened to have a rover ready to go. Oh, that's cool. I like rovers. Those are pretty neat. It was the fanciest rover I've been in, so I enjoyed the ride while it lasted. I got to sit in the front while I acted as navigator. As soon as we step foot in the place, Zero begins to wander around, looking at everything in wonder. It's like, don't go too far, there's traps. But just as quickly, 4 moves to him and grasps his shoulder, stopping him. Zero looks back at him without a word. 4 silently stares back for a few moments before speaking. It's all this staring going on. Don't wander around mission sites. Oh, this sugar, I forgot. I mean, 4. Especially before 9 has given you any instructions. Yeah, I just give him like a chill voice, like, what's up? At the mention of 9, the 3 of us turn to look at him, but he's no longer standing where he just was. Zero shakes off 4's hand and walks a little further away. 4 merely watches him. Where is 9? I look around. I watch in confusion. My brain hurts. Okay. I watch in confusion as an annoyed 4 walks around the church, rocks, and who knows what else crunching beneath his feet. With 4 distracted, Zero seems happy enough to take this opportunity to explore. He glances back at me as he stops to touch and examine one of the statues. What's he gonna do with that statue? Is it like blood, sweat, and tears? No. Do you know who... Okay, do you know who the statue is supposed to be? Sorry, I'm not sure. I don't know too much about this place, really. We could narrow it down, based on location, to the god or gods that were worshipped here. I can run a search. I turn and jump as I notice 9 standing right next to me, his glasses off now, as he examines a different statue. How did I not notice him move right next to me? I take a deep breath. Do all of them do this? I think I might seriously have a heart attack before I get home. 4 appears just as suddenly on the other side of 9. Have you all forgotten we're here on a mission? And this girl can leave now. She's done her part. Even if we're working, I think it's always good to take time out to learn about the world around us, if we can. We might not get another chance like this. Work time is work time, and this is Zero's first mission outside of Olympia. We should be teaching him good work ethic. 4 and Zero both turn in different directions, looking as if they've seen or heard something. 4 moves away from us, while Zero runs up and gets in front of me, and 9 defensively. Not without experience myself, I narrow my eyes and look around for whatever it is that set them all off. Are you expecting someone? We weren't, no. More twins. I peek out from behind Zero to see several hooded men standing there. 4 is no longer anywhere to be seen, and Zero stands in a defensive stance, watching the hooded man like a hawk. 9 begins to speak. This is your hideout, right? Sorry to intrude. You know very well this is our place. The hooded man looks at all 3 of us and narrows his eyes. A dirty drifter and some freaks from Olympia. There's no way you're not looking for our spoils. Suddenly, 9 puts 2 fingers to his ear for a moment. Then some sort of acknowledgement lights up in his eyes. He lets his hand fall back down and instead slides on his sunglasses. This is No, isn't it? I love all the songs, like the piano renditions of them. It's nice. Let's see. We're just looking for one thing in particular, really. Something catches my eye just behind the group of hooded men. Before I can comprehend what's happening, 4 appears as if out of nowhere. Grabbing the leader by the head with both hands, he quickly twists it, dispatching the man with ease. Wow, that was pretty graphic. Before the body can even reach the floor, 4 turns to another one of the hooded men. He pulls something out of his jacket. I only catch the flash of steel when 4 moves in the blink of an eye. He cuts the man down so fast that all I catch is the aftermath, another body falling to the floor. The 3rd man looks terrified out of his mind. Not waiting for 4 to get to him, he turns and runs out of the church. 4 lets out a small sound as he watches the man flee but doesn't follow. It's like, rats, have to go get him later. He turns around to survey the area, and I find myself watching him in quiet awe. I have to admit, these guys are turning out to be really cool. But our troubles are hardly over, as another one of the hooded men appears from behind a statue and makes a beeline towards 9 and me. 0, go. 0 quickly nods and rushes to meet the man head-on. But he trips over some loose floor tiles and stumbles. That gives the man just enough time to rush right past him and straight at me. 9 pushes me behind him and pulls out a stun baton from his coat. Because, you know, he just happened to be carrying one. It's pretty much standard procedure. And with barely any effort on his part, he strikes the guy with his baton the moment he gets in reach. The guy crumbles to the ground, thus ending the fight. 0, who had already been on his way to capture the guy, looks stunned. He pokes the groaning man on the floor with his foot and looks away. 4 appears next to 0, making me jump once again at the sudden entrance. You tripped, 0. Tripped. It was an accident. There's stuff on the ground. And isn't that the song First Love? Yeah. I'm having fun guessing all of these. That mistake could have been the end. 9 shakes his head. It's his first time. Go easy on him. He's had 13 years of training. He should do a better job of protecting his leader than this. 4 looks at 9 instead. I'm sorry, I'm starting to get confused with the numbers. 4 and 9 and 0. Okay, so he's Jungkook, well, not Jungkook, but like the image is 0, right? And then Yoongi's supposed to be 4, and then Ratmon is, what was it again? 9. Okay, yeah, Namjoon is 9. And Namjoon 9. got it. Okay, I got this. Alright, the weather generator is secure. Ah, good. And I heard that the others just successfully wrapped up their mission too. Zero perks up at this and looks at 9. Is everyone okay? 9 nods. That type of mission is 6's specialty, so there wasn't any need to worry. 6? Who's 6? I wonder which one it is. He'd never let anyone get hurt. Not even 5. 5. I'm curious now. 0 looks away again, and I feel annoyed with 4. Even if 5 does have a habit of wandering off. What? Okay, say something to 4, say nothing. Should I say something? I don't know. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm gonna say something. I can't help myself. I have to say something. Everyone makes mistakes sometimes, no matter how good or experienced they're supposed to be. That's true. You don't know anything about us, so stay out of this. Don't be so mean. We're not playing here. One mistake can mean the end of a life. If that's true, then why don't you all finally explain exactly who you are? Bam! Right back at ya. 9 takes off his glasses and smiles. For you, I'll tell you this much. You can keep a secret, right? Of course! I nod. Yeah. Tell me. We're part of Phantasm. Yes, a special team with phase to be exact. Within phase to be exact. Our missions are extremely critical to the nation. So you came all the way here from Olympia City? 9 nods. Sorry, I can't tell you more about what we do or our real names. But you've seen us work with your own eyes. I can tell you that you should be on the lookout for a special message soon. A message? From FaZe? 9 nods again, and 4 snorts. Lucky you. I wonder if you'll make it. 0 merely stares at me with an inexcusable expression, seeming curious himself. We'll be going now, and thanks for your help. I really appreciate it. We can't give you a ride back though, sorry. Aw man, I have to walk this way. It's alright. I can ask one of my clan to pick me up. So they're leaving then. I wonder if I'll ever see them again. Say farewell to 9, to 0, to 4, let them go without comment. Bye, 0. I wish they had an option to say bye to like all of them, like, you know, to be nice in general. But yeah, for now, just go there. Okay, thanks for jumping in there to help before. It was cool working together. I hold out my hand for a handshake, and he stares down at my outstretched hand, and I start to feel a little silly. Like, looking a little embarrassed, he finally reaches out to shake my hand, his larger one enveloping my own. Yeah, it was fun. Thanks for helping us. I nod and smile. Yeah. Come on. 0 glances at him, then back at me, and lets my hand go, perhaps a little slowly. 9 and 4 turn and start making their way to the church entrance, but 0 doesn't immediately move at first. It's as if he wants to say something else. Come on, kid. 4 calls out. With that, 0 reluctantly turns and leaves to catch up with his comrades. Oh, so pretty! It's beautiful. Lost in my memories, it seems that I've already wandered into Olympia City Center. Blinking, I look around at the tall buildings, shimmering in the evening sun's rays. The air seems so much cooler here, so much cleaner. The greenery intermixed with the beautiful solar panel-covered architecture. Whew, that's a mouthful. gives off an indescribable feeling. It's as if humanity itself was able to harness the beauty and power of nature and coexist side by side. I take a deep breath and smile. Finally, I've reached Olympia City, my dream city. Ever since I'd heard of the wondrous city, I wanted to visit. I can scarcely believe that I'm really standing here now. Everything looks just as clean, gorgeous, and serene as I'd heard. I can't believe I'll really get to live in the city. I can't wait to see everything there is to do here. People walk around me, likely headed home after a long day, but even they seem in a good mood. I guess you can afford to be when some of them head down slow-moving walkways, eager to get to where they need to go, while others in cars fly above our heads, much higher in the sky. Oh, that's cool, flying cars. Oh yeah, look, they're up there. I begin to space out, just admiring the trees and watching the stream near me and sorry. Trees and watching the stream near me gently flow past. I try to absorb the feeling I'm having now, knowing that I'll never likely have it again. In this moment, everything feels perfect. The future boundless, the possibilities endless. In this moment, it's as if I've regained youth I thought I'd lost. Regained the feeling that I can do anything, and the feeling that anything can happen. I'm able to hold on to this ephemeral another word to look up. Ephemeral feeling, but for a moment, before the light fades away and the world of darkness seeps back in. Filtering the low voices of the crowd, from somewhere, two voices drift to my ears. I look around and see in the distance a woman bowing deeply in apology to an older man. It's fine. I don't want to hear your excuses anyway. This is the kind of thing I should expect when hiring a single mother. Your kids come before your work, after all. Well, it's not like that. This isn't an everyday occurrence, sir. And besides, that email didn't need to be sent off until later tonight. I can still make it. No, that's fine. I'll have Matthew do it instead. This isn't the first time I've trusted a woman to get something done and she failed. Ouch. She didn't even have kids as an excuse, so at least you're a little better. Oh, man, this guy's a jerk. Are you talking about Soohyun? Well, she's young. Exactly, young and lazy. After all the risks that we take hiring minority groups like women and young people, you think you'd all work a little harder. You can't get anywhere with this kind of attitude. I can't listen to the conversation anymore. I feel ill and weak in the knees. Here too. Even in Olympia City, there's stuff like this going on. Even though it's the most technologically advanced city in the world, there's still these kinds of backward ideas. I stare blankly at the stream next to me, a cloud of darkness making everything that glittered with beauty only moments ago seem mockingly dull. I don't even hear my name being called at first, until I feel a hand on my arm. It's like, what? Out of nowhere. I snap my head up to see Zero, of all people, standing in front of me. I stare at him in shock. Wait, what are you doing here? What are you here? Is there a long time no see? Are you stalking me? Let's see. Yeah, I'll be friendly. Be like, hey, what's up, buddy? Zero, long time no see. Zero shyly smiles and nods at me. I came to get you. What? I mean, I was sent to get you. You're late. Oops. They thought you might be lost. Kinda. I gasped and then quickly tapped the side of my glasses to bring out the digital overlay. Oh, that's cool. See, the time says 5:45. I was supposed to be there at 5 p.m. Oh wow, I'm super late. But that's normal. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go. I start walking together with Zero. After a few quiet moments, I glanced at him. I'm sorry I'm so late. Do you know any shortcuts? Maybe, just one though. One is enough. Can you run fast? Dash it, run, run, run. What? Because if you can't, you won't be able to keep up with the other guys you're about to meet, much less me. Before I can respond, Zero runs off at a ridiculous speed. Little punk. Determined to catch up, I dash off through the Sunset City after him. Oh my goodness! It's Jin! Well, maybe he's 5 or 6. I don't know. One of the other numbers. Oh, that was so good. I liked it. That was such a good game. It's so nice. And the art is amazing. Okay, let's see. Good job, good job. Yes, good job. I like it. I support this. Yes. That concludes part 1 of this demo. Okay, so let's see. Where's part 2? And the rest of the members. Why is this so short? How can I help get this created? I reached out. Now what? And proceed. Let's see. Yeah, where's everybody else? Part 2 will feature the other members. Okay. As for when it'll come out, that's up to ARMY. It depends on how popular this demo becomes. And again, for any who don't know, ARMY is the fan base of BTS. Let's see, why is this so short? This demo was completed from start to finish by less than 5 people in 2 weeks. Wow. So the creators worked really hard to get it out to you in time. They did what they could in that brief time. Actually, in all honesty, this was a lot. It's actually fairly long for a demo. Yeah, I think they did a really good job in like 2 weeks. Wow. Okay, yeah, that's amazing. You can also follow ADS blog dedicated to the game that's in the social media links on the main menu and ADS social media for updates. Yeah. And depending on when you're playing this, some of Aeon Dream Studios themselves are going to be at the first US BTS concert, handing out promotional art and talking about the game for those who are interested. I didn't get to go to the concert. I didn't get to go meet everyone and get those handouts, so this is after, obviously. But yeah. Or maybe you've already met them. No, I haven't. Obviously, they can't finish making this game unless they get permission, probably for the main reason being due to like copyrights of their likenesses and things like that, like to be able to use them as characters. So yeah, so hopefully they get the okay, so then they can actually finish this, because this is actually a really good storyline and it's interesting, it's fun. So yeah, let's go ahead and proceed. If you have any more questions or want any more information, please visit the social media links on the main menu and the About section in the game. Hope you enjoyed it. Yes, I did, Sarah. Thank you. It was really fun. Yes. Maybe we'll see you again soon. Yes, of course, if it gets made. And well, I'll play again, so, you know, there's that too. Alright, well, thank you so much everybody for watching. This was my playthrough of To the Edge of the Sky, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was awesome. Again, hopefully they can actually get the okay to be able to finish making this game, and we can see more of 0 and 4 and 9 and 7, 8, 9, 6, 2, 1. So yeah. So if you like this video, go ahead and give it a like, and if you want to see more crazy random goodness, go ahead and check the links at the end or down below, and I will see you all later, gamers. Hey, Zero.